G'day everybody, how are you going today? It is so good to see you. Now, today I thought I would do a little video about the studio space that I've set up here at home so that I can keep this whole thing running, not being able to go to the 3 other locations you normally see me. The first one, the city, that looks like this. The second one, Gardenvale, which looks like this. And the third other one is the warehouse that looks like this. Can't travel to any of those at the moment, so I decided got to make the studio space as workable as possible. And part of it being workable is a low barrier to entry. And what that means is being able to shoot, being able to get things done really quickly. And this here, what you can see here, this is the lighting setup. Nice flat lighting. Look at that. Supposed to make you look great, look flat, and makes you younger. And definitely works. I think it takes about 10 years off me. So today we're going to have a little quick run through this room that everything comes out of. Well, not everything, but a lot of things come out of this room. All right, let's do it. Now what I want to do is dive into a little bit of detail about what I'm shooting, what the actual gear is, so you guys know what I'm doing each time. So we'll go into detail into all of this stuff. So what we have here is the Z6 sitting on top of an audio balance unit, as you can see written there. This was something I bought in the late 90s, I think it was 1997, that allowed me to plug full XLR professional microphones into something where you only had a stereo mini jack, which of course I was using this. See that box up there? That's where my Sony VX1000 that I also bought in 1997, I used it with that because it didn't have XLR in. These sort of boxes are still available, but this one still works fine, and I've got control over the input levels, and it's allowing a higher quality sound to come into the Nikon. And I'm experimenting with the idea that if you turn the inputs down, the input level on the Nikon Z6 or Z7 a lot, does that increase the quality of the sound? And I'm thinking it might, just because it's designed to be used at really low levels, not high levels. It's a guess, I'm still not sure. This allows me to plug into this beautiful Sennheiser microphone, which again I bought at the same time as that balance unit, and it's really high quality. It was about $1,000 all those years ago, which was a lot of money 25 years ago for a microphone, but it's still going strong and it's sounding spectacular. So that's on a boom, so I can put it wherever. We have the HDMI out cable here, which allows me to, it's a 5-meter cable, and it allows me to run to the monitor, and then I can see what I'm doing. That's what I get to see when I'm shooting, whether it's stills or video. That's all you need. Oh, and a set of headphones so I can just double check the sound before I get started. I'm going to make a video about this thing here, but I've never really had great storage for all my stuff. Well, this was the plan that I came up with. This is a charging station and kind of lens station and general fixing bits and pieces. And this is actually a set of drawers that actually has a power bank on it with USB. So there are 3 240 volts or mains power, because everyone's got different power depending on where you are in the world. Plus look, 2 USB ports built in to these really awesome drawers, which I'm going to show you, as I said, something else, but that just gives you an idea of what I've got going on. Just to show you, look how many chargers I've got. This is because of all of the D810s, D800s, and this is not all of them. I think 2 of them are missing from here. Oh, hello. Check that drawer out. Cameras, Sonys, lenses, all sorts of stuff. This is the Kahuna Burger though. Look at this guy. Enormous. What's that, you might ask? Well, we will come back to that. So this is what this shooting space looks like. But then we've got another space over here in the window. So I can sit here and not have to move lights around. As I said before, it's all about barrier to entry. When you're ready to shoot and you've got all your thoughts and everything together, you just want to be able to shoot and get it happening. And so having lights and everything always ready to go is really important. Now, this is the overall space. Over here as well is actually what you normally see as my background. I've had 2 screens since the early 90s because it increases productivity, sometimes 3. My current iMac can't run 2 4K displays and a 5K display. Hoping to upgrade soon. This one's 4 years old now. Anyway, that's my workstation, and a lot of stuff comes out of there. So these lights are actually made by Elgato, and they make them for people to sit on their desk above their screen and just get beautiful flat light.
And here are the controls for the Elgato lights, and what we have is a master controller which turns everything on and off, and we can individually turn the lights on and off by holding down the option key. And then we have master brightness, or individual if you hold down the option key, and we have the color temperature, which you can see quite clearly there, the Kelvins between 7,000 and 2,900. There it is.
Let's have a look at the white up there. Yes, you can see that going. And then I'll do it up at the light. So these lights are actually great because I can get whatever color temperature I want. They're wirelessly controlled through the computer or through your phone, and they're beautiful flat light. You can basically see how flat and how great this light is right now. And for photography and film gear, they're inexpensive. I think here in Australia they're around $300 to $350. So US, that's probably around $199. And they don't have a tremendous throw because they're designed really to be maybe only half a meter from your face. So you just have to think about whether you can set a light up that close to yourself. But they're here, they're easy to control, they've got nothing to do with my standard photographic equipment, and they work perfectly for this confined sort of studio space, although this is a fairly large room. And then the sound, of course, well, besides that mic that we were just talking about there, so this is the Rode Mic RTG. It's a great mic. It has a lot of control, dual channels, rechargeable. But what I like about it the most is that you can plug it in via this USB port and use it for voiceovers. It's absolutely fantastic. So I use that sometimes on camera, sometimes for voiceovers, and also when I'm vlogging. And of course I also use for sound these guys here, the Rode Wireless Go. They're great little mics. That's just charging there at the moment. I'm using it right now to record this. So there you have it. This is a pretty basic setup in the end. The Z50 around 1,000, the light and the Rode around 200 each. That gets you to 1,400 and a screen. Yeah, you could probably do this whole thing for around $1,500.
So we've got the Z6. We use the 20mm, the 35 or the 50. I'm either at 1.8 or 2.0 or 2.9 on the f-stops, which shoot at 24 frames a second, 1080p or 4K, either at 1/50th or 1/25th of a second, and we manually set white balance using a white piece of paper. That is the basic settings. And of course, we have face detect setting on focus. All right, they're the settings.
So that's my little studio setup while we're here stuck in stage 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. Would you ever think of setting up something like this? I'd love to hear about it if you're thinking about such a thing. Let me know in the comments below. As usual, it is so very good to see you. And if this is your first time here, it is so lovely to meet you, and I look forward to seeing you again. So please subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. All right, see ya.